Oh, hey, what are iPhone chargers called? Apple juice. Alright, I wish that this were an April Fool's joke. I really do. But I am missing one of the best parts of the whole cook. So, handed the phone over to my daughter, my oldest, and so I could get a nice little cut, so you guys could see, get the whole full effect. And she did good with the angles and all that good stuff, I think. But she clicked stop on the recorder here, but didn't hit OK for to save it. So I put the phone down, put it on the charger, go back to it several days later, and there is no picture or video of me cutting the Turducken in half and showing the split down the middle layers. I felt like that was probably one, cooking something like this. It's probably one of the cooler parts of the whole thing, the whole process. I do think that I liked it enough to where I'm going to try it again, and I'll probably try skinning and deboning everything myself. But just wanted to kind of share that kind of bummer type news. Still good experience, so hang out, watch it, and maybe be inspired. Go and try it yourself. Go see what you can do. Get it, go. It's cold and I'm out here doing yard work. All right, I gotta get on. Is it chicken season? Is it turkey season? Is it duck season? All three. Let's just do all three. Turducken, baby. Let's go. Line up for today: chimney starter, fuel source, primary wood, secondary wood, pecan, however you want to say it, as long as it's delicious in pies and does what it needs to do with my poultry. That's the lineup. It's more than enough fuel. Gonna run him a little around 300, maybe 315-ish. Pecan, hickory, pecan, hickory, pecan. We shouldn't even make it that far back, but it's kind of chilly out to today in Ohio, so I don't know. We might. Fire and steel. What up, baby? What up, Will? Look at this. This the warm up. So I'm about to pull that out. Like the method. Let's get these coals lit. Get this bird out here. Ladies and gentlemen, the bird. Birds. Layers of stuffing. Duck meat, chicken meat, turkey meat. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to, first I'm going to get something smaller. I think that injection needle is going to be a little too big. I don't want the exit hole to be that big, but I'm going to keep that flavor profile. It's a little slap your mama just for a little kick. And of course, the Caribbean seasoning that I showed y'all in this last video, butter, and figure out something with the injection. I don't know, maybe a little chicken stock or vegetable stock and butter or something like that. I don't know, but we're gonna inject the turkey because this is gonna have to wrap back up. I'm not gonna cook it spatchcock style. I'm gonna wrap him back up, net him up, and hopefully it cooks well enough, fast enough to where all of the inside, stuffing included, hits at least 165. Outside, of course, y'all heard it last week. I love my poultry at around 170, but I'm gonna have a couple probes, throughout this just to get the inside temperature, see how that's doing, and then we'll pull it accordingly. But I'm definitely going to inject the turkey so that doesn't dry out, while the inside, after it closes up, is going to be nice and done. Everything needs to get done on the inside, and I'm hoping that I don't dry out the turkey. That is the big experiment for me. That's the challenge, and so that's where we are. Just a heads up, I did not do this one myself. I did order this way. If it turns out well, then we will talk about the process if my family likes it, and if I don't waste too much, then we'll talk about cutting it up and doing it myself another day, and we'll go from there. That'd be really exciting. But I'm really pumped. I'm about to get this seasoned, get this injected. She's hovering around 265 on the grade level. I want it around 300. By the time I get done with this, I'm just going to throw it on there and let the temperature finish coming up. I'll show y'all what it looks like when I get it on the rack. Cooking it right on the rack today. Have the drip pan up under there to catch any drippings. And that's the game plan. I'm going to let it ride though. I'm probably only going to check on it maybe once, maybe twice, just to spritz with butter to keep that skin nice and golden and crisp. And we'll go from there. Alright guys, enough chat. I'll be back. Alright, this looks a hot mess. But because of the way that they cut it, they stuffed it, I decided to not tie it and to just let it kind of cook like this. I had it upside down so it was breast side up, and it looked pretty and everything. But then I started thinking, still kind of closed in. It doesn't have that natural cavity, and I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out. And I haven't watched anyone cook any of these, so I'm just really winging this. But I do know that one of the issues that people have when they cook turkeys that are stuffed full of dressing and stuff like that is getting that dressing up to temperature. So I want to make sure that the dressing and the meat on the inside have enough air, so to speak, to breathe. So we're going to start out like this, see what it does in a couple hours, and just go from there. But it does look a hot mess. Hoping it tastes good. Alright, y'all. Coming out here, I'm doing the first check-in on this thing. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that is. I decided to stop being a buster and just go ahead and close him up. So that's what I'm about to do. We'll get as a challenge. If you're afraid of it, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. But that looks good. Oh my gosh, I could eat that now. Woo, smells great. There we are, nice and roped up. Alright, see how she turned out. Alright, so came out here just to go ahead and do a light tint. Ken, I'm gonna do it. Alright, hang on. So just enough to get a little concentrated heat over top of the breast area. It still has about 20 so, almost 30 degrees to go. Whereas the thighs are checking in at about 170 something. Now obviously the thighs are a lot more forgiving than the breast, so that's fine for me. But just want to concentrate a little heat. And especially get up there in that cavity to make sure that everything's cooked thoroughly. Alright, let me get this door shut. Let this cook. Alright, so one probe says, the breast probe says 170 point something. The thigh says 201. It's a beautiful bird, y'all. It's a beautiful bird. So check it out. Let's go to the other side. Wrong setting. Around 162. Ooh. Love it when you see the juice come out. I definitely know that these are done. Hey, just look at that. 185 immediately. So, legs are definitely done. This bird is technically done, but what makes me nervous is the inside. I don't know. I want to try this. Yeah, decent. I normally cut this off, but I didn't feel like it, to be quite honest with you. Let me see if I can get the inside. Hang on. As you can see, I went absolutely overboard on purpose. Wanted to make sure that the inside would be okay. I'm nervous about this, y'all. You have no idea. Whew. Still looks good. Yeah, we'll pull it. Has to be done on the inside. Of course, the turkey was. But this thing is shrinking. Alright, the game done. Alright, so if you made it this far, I forgot to mention before, yes, the bird was really good. Flavor profile was off the hook. The choice of wood was really great. The stuffing, that was actually pretty good. I don't love stuffing like that. I like stovetop. My family likes homemade stuff. But I did not want to spit it out, so that means other people will probably really enjoy it. So, I don't know, it's pretty good. If you try it, or if you're interested, let me know. Let me know what you do. Also, don't recommend. I did cook it pretty long. I cooked it to about 180 because I was nervous as all get out. So if you do try it, don't cook it that long. The first day out of the smoker, it was fantastic, but when I went to reheat it in the oven the next day, yeah, you could tell it's pretty well done. The juice, there was barely enough left to keep you from wanting to run and get a glass of water. So that was a mistake on my end, but it was a great learning experience, one that I did not mind making. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching it to this point. If you're still here, all right, we'll see you.